Welcome to Echoes Untold, where history whispers and we listen. In today's episode, we're venturing into the cold, unforgiving waters of the English Channel to uncover the story of HMS Swordfish, a British submarine lost during the tumultuous early years of the Second World War. This tale is one of courage, tragedy, and the unpredictable nature of war. As always, if you love exploring history's untold stories, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Together, let's ensure these echoes of the past are never forgotten. The Second World War was a time when the seas became battlefields, and the depths of the ocean held stories of unimaginable heroism and heartbreaking sacrifice. One such story is that of HMS Swordfish, a submarine whose fate serves as a sobering reminder of the perilous nature of naval warfare. HMS Swordfish was part of the Royal Navy's S-class submarines, a group of compact yet powerful vessels built in the 1930s. These submarines were designed for coastal operations, ideal for patrolling restricted areas like the North Sea and the English Channel. At 202 feet in length and displacing around 670 tons when surfaced, she was neither the largest nor the most heavily armed submarine of her time. However, her design prioritized stealth, agility, and the ability to navigate the shallow coastal waters where larger submarines struggled. Armed with 6 torpedo tubes and a deck gun, HMS Swordfish was a formidable adversary for enemy shipping. She was powered by diesel engines for surface travel and electric motors for silent underwater operations. Her crew of 40 men lived and worked in cramped, claustrophobic conditions, where every inch of space was meticulously utilized. Life aboard such submarines was grueling, with long patrols often stretching the limits of human endurance. Launched in November 1931 and commissioned the following year, HMS Swordfish spent much of her early career in peacetime training exercises and patrols. But with the outbreak of World War II in 1939, her role became far more dangerous. Britain's coastal waters were a key battleground, with German U-boats and surface raiders threatening vital supply routes. Submarines like Swordfish became critical in the Royal Navy's efforts to counter these threats. On November 7, 1940, HMS Swordfish set out from Portsmouth harbor on what was supposed to be a routine patrol mission off the Isle of Wight. The weather that morning was harsh, with strong winds and rough seas making conditions challenging for all vessels, especially submarines. Yet, such conditions were not unusual for wartime operations, and the crew of Swordfish was well prepared for the mission. Her patrol route was strategically chosen. The English Channel was a hotbed of naval activity during this period. German U-boats prowled the waters, laying mines and attacking Allied shipping, while the Royal Navy worked tirelessly to maintain control of the critical supply routes. HMS Swordfish's mission was to intercept any German naval activity and protect British convoys in the area. Just hours after leaving Portsmouth, however, HMS Swordfish vanished. Attempts to contact her were met with silence, and when she failed to return on her scheduled date, the submarine was officially declared lost with all hands. The news sent shockwaves through the Royal Navy and the families of the 40 men aboard. But at the time, no one knew what had caused her disappearance. For decades, the sinking of HMS Swordfish remained a mystery. Naval experts and historians debated the possible causes, with 2 primary theories emerging. 1. Enemy action. Some believed that HMS Swordfish had fallen victim to a German minefield or possibly a U-boat attack. 1. The English Channel was heavily contested, and enemy forces regularly laid mines to disrupt Allied operations. 2. Friendly fire or accidental causes. Another theory suggested that Swordfish might have been accidentally sunk by friendly forces or struck a British naval mine. 2. During wartime, misidentifications were tragically common, and friendly fire incidents, though rare, were not unheard of. The truth remained elusive until the 1980s when a group of divers made a groundbreaking discovery. In 1983, the wreck of HMS Swordfish was finally located off the coast of the Isle of Wight. The discovery brought closure to a mystery that had lingered for over 4 decades. An investigation of the wreck revealed the heartbreaking truth: HMS Swordfish had struck a British naval mine. The minefield, laid to protect Portsmouth from German incursions, had inadvertently claimed one of Britain's own submarines. The mine's detonation had caused catastrophic damage to the submarine, likely resulting in an almost instantaneous sinking. There would have been little to no time for the crew to react or attempt an escape. All 40 men aboard were lost, their lives cut short in service to their country. The loss of HMS Swordfish was a stark reminder of the dangers faced by submariners during World War II. These men operated in some of the most hazardous conditions imaginable, facing threats from enemy forces, mechanical failures, and the unforgiving sea itself. The discovery of the wreck also served as a poignant lesson in the complexities of wartime operations. The minefield that claimed HMS Swordfish was laid with the best of intentions, to defend Britain's shores, but its tragic consequences underscored the unpredictable nature of war. Today, the wreck of HMS Swordfish lies preserved as a war grave. Protected under the Protection of Military Remains Act, it stands as a solemn tribute to the 40 men who gave their lives in service. For their families and for historians, the wreck serves as a reminder of the sacrifices made by those who served beneath the waves. HMS Swordfish's story is just one chapter in the broader history of submarine warfare during the Second World War. Submarines were pivotal to naval strategy, used for reconnaissance, convoy protection, and direct attacks on enemy shipping. Yet, they were also among the most vulnerable vessels, with limited defensive capabilities and a constant reliance on stealth. For the men who served aboard submarines like HMS Swordfish, the risks were immense. Crews faced the daily threat of detection, enemy attack, and the ever-present danger of mechanical failure or environmental hazards. The loss of Swordfish and her crew highlights the immense courage required to serve in such perilous conditions. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the story of HMS Swordfish. Her tragic end is a powerful reminder of the bravery and sacrifice of those who served during the Second World War. At Echoes Untold, we strive to honor their memory by bringing these stories to life. If you found this story meaningful, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Remember, history whispers, and here at Echoes Untold, we listen. Fact-check note: this episode is based on meticulous research and verified historical sources, including Kemp, Paul. Underwater Warriors. London. Castle & Company, 1999. Submarine Museum Archives, Gosport, UK. Official Royal Navy Records. For further reading and exploration, we encourage you to consult these resources.